First impression of Sikkim. Today is the day 410 of Chandigarh to Australia cycling trip and first day of cycling here in Sikkim. I woke up at 4:20 in the morning at Indian Oil pump. Getting up early allowed me to take bath, wash my clothes and leave by 6 in the morning after saying goodbye to Sagar, who had been incredibly kind and supportive during my stay there.
Nice meeting and thank you so much for your help. आपने बड़ा ध्यान रखा कल. Really nice of you. मिलेंगे फिर कभी हाँ.
Leaving there, I arrived to the border area. I was standing there, clicking some photographs, shooting some video of the border and the mountains covered with the cloud. This is the time when I received a call from Sagar and see what he said.
Good morning.
सुनिए ना, आपका वो बैग में कुछ मिला?
क्या मिला?
बैग के साइड पे देखिए तो जो वाटर बॉटल रखता है वहाँ पे कुछ होगा, वहाँ पे देखिए तो एक बार.
जो मेरा साइकिल है उसमें जो वाटर बैग रखता हूँ वहाँ देख लूँ मैं. आप ये बोल रहे हो?
ना
अच्छा रुको तुमने कुछ गड़बड़ की है. Oh my God, ये क्या किया?
And see what he did.
I got the call and see what he did. He was hiding this hair in the side pocket of my bag. You see? And he told me after calling it because maybe he was aware of that I will say no. ये तो बहुत ज्यादा है. इतना पैसा कौन देता है?
As a brother, ऐसा मत सोचिए.
नहीं यार, ये बहुत ज्यादा हो गया सागर भाई.
आपका वो पानी के लिए रख दिया मैं, ठीक है?
200 रुपए का पानी कौन पीता है? 20 रुपए की बोतल होती है.
कॉल भी चाहेगा, बॉटल चाहेगा.
तुमने तो मुझे हैरान कर दिया यार सागर. मैं तो सोच भी नहीं सकता था.
ना एज अ ब्रदर मैं भी आपका तो ब्रदर ही हूँ ना. हम ये सोचते हैं ना.
तो मैं बड़ा भाई हूँ, मुझे तुम्हें पैसा देना चाहिए. तुम क्यों दे रहे हो?
अगर में आप आए घूमने के लिए, अरे हमें ध्यान तो रखना पड़ेगा ना आपको.
ओह माय गॉड, मेरे तो वर्थ नहीं है यार. तुमने पहले भी नहीं बताया, वरना मैं
कोई बात नहीं. मौका मिले तो फिर मिलेंगे.
ठीक है, मैं ध्यान रखूंगा. ओके, थैंक यू सो मच. यू आर अ काइंड सोल मैन. आप अपना ध्यान रखो.
ठीक है.
थैंक यू.
बाय.
Thank you Sagar bhai, thank you so much.
Sagar is adding another layer to my first impression of Sikkim and its people. At this moment, I was not sure if it was just a coincidence or if I would experience similar kind of generosity throughout my journey here in Sikkim. Would Sikkim be like a one-hit wonder or would it prove like an evergreen hero? My expectations were already set very high. The road from Rangpur to Sikkim began with a climb, gradual in most places but steep at certain points. On one steep turn, I saw a temple with a white statue of Lord Shiva on the top of it, which was in front of Sikkim Tourism Restaurant. Though I was hungry, but they told me that one plate of paratha will cost me 150 rupee, and except that they were having only tea and sandwich and omelette. So I found it very costly.
So till now, I think 2 to 3 kilometers covered and it was a gradual climb. And sunrise just happened.
Just in front of that, I noticed something puzzling. Glasses of capsule having human dummies inside, marked with words like whiskey, capsule and rum. I was standing and thinking, what is that? A student from Sikkim Manipal Institute of Technology, SMIT, met me there and he explained it like this.
Like, okay, if you are dependent ROM, then you will be in a prison, no? You always want that. Same with capsule, that means with tablet, all drugs and all those things.
Understood now. That's what they are trying to tell. Very unique way to...
Because
so if you are addicted to any of these three, you are in a prison. And which is made by you yourself.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Thank you for explaining.
He also explained that steep roads of Sikkim passed a significant challenge.
Gangtok is like little bit steep. Not up to Ranipul. From Ranipul, चढ़ाई बहुत है.
कौन सी जगह?
रानीपुल
रानीपुल के बाद पूरा स्टीप क्लाइंब है.
गैंगटॉक तक पूरा.
ओके.
मतलब आपको ऐसा प्लेन जगह नहीं मिलेगा, मतलब राइट से साइकिल करने के लिए बहुत दिक्कत होगा फिर. आपका भारी भी बहुत है.
But according to me, there was a bigger challenge than the steep climb. That was the heavy traffic on these narrow roads.
Since journey is going to be tough on this road because they start honking from behind and I have to stand at the side of the road. See how dangerous this climb was, and I did not go down. I was climbing on it.
I observed a unique, smart architecture being used in construction here.
In the ground floor of these multi-story buildings, they have made the shops. On remaining other floors, they are living or rented those places.
I also noted several interesting characteristics about Sikkim.
These are the bus of Sikkim specialized transport in the city.
The people of Sikkim seems to start their day early in the morning because I have seen many locals were ready and catching the buses to the workplace.
And that is the why maximum of the buses are running in the morning time, though it is 7:30 only.
I continued riding, searching for an affordable place to eat. I checked one place, but the food was not ready. Finding a roadside bus stop, I thought to sit there and have some bhujia, which I purchased from Siliguri few days ago, along with coffee.
This is coffee made this morning, and these are bhujiyas. I'll finish all of them.
I noticed that my hand was still swollen. It was because of that sting from the wasp. Beyond the Sikkim National Transport Undertaking buses, I observed they are using different kind of vehicles for transportation. The road to Gangtok proved challenging. Soon I saw a signboard written "Welcome to Sikkim," and it was also indicating that Gangtok is 27 kilometers straight, Ranipul is 12 kilometers straight, Pakyong is 32 kilometers straight, Temi Tea Garden was 46 kilometers on the left. While I was struggling with the steep, traffic-filled road, two young men on an Activa stopped me. We had a conversation about Sikkim and its food.
इधर ब्रेकफास्ट में क्या खाते हैं आप लोग?
ब्रेकफास्ट में जनरली हम जो भी मन करे वो खाते हैं।
हाँ।
लेकिन आपको इधर सिक्किम का ऑथेंटिक खाना है, सेल रोटी मिलता है।
वो क्या होता है?
सेल रोटी वो राइस फ्लोर से बना हुआ एक क्या बोलते हैं, रोटी होता है।
हाँ।
उसको फ्राई करके बनाया हुआ रहता है। उसके साथ चाय मिलेगा, उसके साथ आलू दम,
आलू
आलू को उसको आलू दम बोलते हैं हम।
ओके।
ड्राई आलू रहता है उसको, थोड़ा सा स्पाइसी रहता है।
ओके। और लंच में क्या चलता है?
हम थाली खाते हैं, चावल रहता है और ग्रीन वेजिटेबल्स, उसके साथ चिकन वगैरह।
थुक्पा है, मोमोज है, वो इधर का खाना नहीं है?
एक्चुअली इधर का नहीं है, लेकिन अभी स्नैक्स के तौर पे हम वो खा लेते हैं।
इधर खाने में सस्ता क्या मिलता है?
मोमोज जरूर मिलता है,
हाँ।
लेकिन आपके जो अच्छा खाना है तो आपको थकाली खाना चाहिए।
थकाली?
थकाली।
THAKALI।
हाँ,
ये
थकाली।
क्या है? इसमें क्या मिलेगा?
इसमें बहुत तरह का वेराइटीज होता है। आपको साग, आलू,
हाँ।
बीज
हाँ।
और
ये थाली जैसा
Same
है,
as
एक ही
sabun।
उसमें सब कुछ
Same
मिल
as
जाएगा।
sabun।
हाँ।
तो ये सब जगह मिलता है?
सब जगह तो नहीं मिलता है।
तो मेरे को जाके बोलना थकाली मिलेगा क्या?
हाँ, वही।
तो वो बोलेगा हाँ, तो फिर
हाँ,
बैठ जाओ।
वही।
कितना रेट होता है?
को
200 से 500 तक एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं।
कम से कम
200 से स्टार्ट होगा।
250 या वैसा होगा।
200 रुपी फॉर वन मील।
या
अनलिमिटेड है क्या?
ना
फिर जो दिया बस वही।
एक बार रनिंग राइस मिलेगा नॉर्मली,
एक टाइम का खाना?
एक टाइम।
एक टाइम
तो
का।
दिन में 2 बार खाए तो 1000 रुपये हो जाएगा या 800?
नहीं 500
उस हिसाब से आपको नहीं सोचना ना, क्योंकि आप ट्रैवल करके आ रहे हो तो बजट में भी मिल जाएगा खाना। लेकिन जो ऑथेंटिक का हम बात कर रहे हैं ना, जैसे कि आप टूरिस्ट हो तो आप लोकल क्या मिलता है वो एक्सप्लोर करते हो ना, वो ऑथेंटिक है तो इसीलिए थोड़ा महंगा है। आपको जनरली सिर्फ खाना है तो उससे भी सस्ता मिल जाएगा। नॉर्मली वेज राइस बोलिए मिल जाएगा 150 to 200 तक का आराम से।
मतलब ये मिनिमम है?
हाँ मिनिमम।
मैं ज़्यादा दिन यहाँ जिंदा नहीं रह पाऊंगा। 100 रुपये का बजट है मेरा, बताओ एक टाइम का खाना नहीं बनेगा इसमें? बेटर है मुझे कुकिंग कर
मैक्सिमम
देनी
कॉस्ट
चाहिए।
150 तक मिल जाएगा।
150 तक। सिक्किम का कोई लैंग्वेज है अपना?
नेपाली, भुटिया, सुब्बा,
भुटिया,
राई,
वो वैसा सब रहता है,
सब।
मोस्टली सब नेपाली बोल पाए।
जब आप यहाँ पे किसी को मिलते हो तो ग्रीट कैसे करते हो?
नमस्ते बोलते हैं। नमस्ते
नमस्ते बोलते
जी,
हैं।
नमस्ते।
तो लोकल नेपाली भाषा में किसी को थैंक यू बोलना है वो कैसे
हाँ,
बोलते हैं?
धन्यवाद।
और बोलेंगे क्या हाल चाल है?
कस्तो छ,
कॉस्ट तो छो।
थोड़ा रेस्पेक्ट के साथ बोलना है तो कस्तो हुनुहुन्छ जी।
ओके, कोई और भी कॉमन वर्ड्स हैं जो आप बोलते हैं?
आउँछु,
आ रहा हूँ।
आउँछु, जान्छु। ब्रदर और सिस्टर को अगर आपसे एज में बड़ा है तो दाजू बोलते हैं, अगर आपसे एज में छोटे तो भाई बोलते हैं, सिस्टर को दीदी, छोटी जो है उसको बहनी बोलते हैं। अगर आपका पिताजी से बड़ा है, बड़ा बोलते हैं, छोटा है तो काका बोलते हैं।
आपके नाम क्या है?
मेरा नाम अबनेर गजमेर है।
ABNER
जी।
ओके, और आपका?
कालजिन गैचुसे, KLJTN GYATSO SHGR।
ट्राइबल नेम है ना इसका, शेरपा है इसीलिए।
हाँ, वेरी गुड यार, अच्छा लगा मिलते हैं।
They asked me to ride my bicycle, which I could not refuse despite of few hesitation.
जब गाड़ी नहीं होगी तब निकलना है। बहुत डिफिकल्ट। अच्छा पत्थर आ गया ना, रुको।
बहुत लोड है ये तो।
ओके,
One second, I'll try on once more.
हाँ इसको मैं ठीक कर दूँ, जरा बैग गिर रहा है।
बहुत लोड है ये तो।
यही दिक्कत है बस, लोड ज़्यादा होने से ही प्रॉब्लम है। थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस से आ जाएगा। Shit, man. आ जाओ आ जाओ।
अरे बहुत लोड है ये तो।
थोड़ा है, दिक्कत वाली बात है।
सो सॉरी यार,
कोई बात नहीं।
सिर्फ एक अंदाजे के लिए ट्राई किया था।
हाँ
बहुत
कोई
मुश्किल
दिक्कत
है तो।
नहीं, बस तुम बच गए। गाड़ी अगर टकराती तो दुख होता मुझे। अभी ठीक है, अभी सब शांति है यहाँ.
After saying goodbye, I continued riding and reached Singtam city.
Lots of vehicles going to Rangpo, where from I started this morning. There's a skywalk over there.
So they had built a skywalk with a double-decker bridge to protect the pedestrians. This road will lead you to the Sikkim District Hospital. Soon I was crossing a bridge over a water stream. The building looked beautiful against the backdrop of hills. So after crossing the bridge, there is a diversion. If I go straight, I will go to the Gangtok, and if I'll take the left turn, this will take me to Namchi and West Sikkim, and also Temiti Ghat. So interestingly, Singtam is serving as a main junction. If you have to go any of these districts, you have to come to Singtam and then take a route accordingly.
Look at the height of the mountains. These are very similar to those mountains which are on Kalka Shimla route.
After riding few kilometers, I saw a tunnel.
Not very long.
After crossing this tunnel, there was a garden which is named Atal Amrit Udyan Garden.
Atal Amrit Udyan, that is the name of the place, and this is a kind of a park.
I saw the building of Medhavi Skill University. By now, I was extremely hungry and decided to find something within my budget. So I saw a shop on the left hand side.
Leaving my bicycle here on this walking path, and I'm going to this Jehovah Jireh. Let's see what they have. खाने में कुछ है भी?
नूडल्स है।
तो क्या रेट है?
विदाउट वेज नूडल्स खाएंगे तो 60 होगा।
हाँ।
चिकन खाएंगे तो 100 होगा।
नहीं चिकन नहीं, वेज ओनली। ठीक
रोटी
है।
है 50 रुपीस।
एक है, उसमें कितना है?
4 होता है, छोटा छोटा होता है।
हाँ, और सब्जी होता है साथ में?
सब्जी होता है, घुगनी है और आपका चॉइस है, आलू है, घुगनी है।
ओके, ठीक है, फिर आप क्या करो, अभी मेरे को नूडल्स दे दो।
The chow mein which I received was strange in taste and appearance. I had to add lots of chili and spices to make it eatable, and I paid 60 rupees for this ball. Keeping an eye on my bicycle, I visited the nearby kirana shop and bought 5 packets of Parle-G biscuit and a packet of muri, and I paid 110 rupees for that.
I wanted to give this biscuit to that dog, but it didn't stop. Maybe he is with that man. It was very steep. So tired and taking a break.
I took a break under a bamboo plant by the roadside. I watched a woman cutting the grass in her kitchen garden, and I admired how the traffic followed the lanes without overtaking. After a ride of few more kilometers, I reached to this point. This is a steep U-turn which is badly damaged.
Sweating very badly. All the water drops or sweat drops are here. See what is happening here. I thought it's a downhill, but no. It's like a loop. So it's a U-turn, and this is the road above.
And this is the place where something remarkable happened. Did you notice the man in the black jacket on the black scooter passing through the traffic? You might have missed him, as I did initially. So he saw me standing there.
And this road is very risky, very risky. Very small kind of a road, and when two vehicles overtake each other, it becomes even tougher.
I gathered my energy before climbing on this steep broken turn.
Where I was, there, this climb, and then further there also. That is another road behind this bamboo tree.
After climbing, when I made up to him, he was standing there for almost 10 minutes and waiting for me. So we started as a casual conversation like I have with many people on the road, but then it took an unexpected turn.
Doing nothing, yeah. I'm just offering staying in Gangtok.
You mean I can come and stay with you there?
Yeah, you can come and stay with me, okay?
Really?
Yeah, why not? And you can park your cycle.
That's so
in office.
amazing, huh?
My place is Daragaon,
Okay.
Daragoan.
Okay.
I'll
Is it
send
after Gangtok or before?
No, in Gangtok. Proper.
In
You can
Gangtok,
explore,
proper.
take my scooty and explore the city.
That's so wonderful. So is it a holiday tomorrow or something? Or you will be working?
Like it's a working day tomorrow.
So when will you be free so that we can explore Gangtok together?
Evening mein?
Chalega. We can meet there.
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect. Thanks a lot.
Please come tonight,
Your name please?
Vinod Bhattarai.
Thank you so much.
Did you see what God planned for me? So his name is Binod Bhattarai, who is a sociology professor in Sikkim Central University. Sikkim was delivering its second super hit movie as a hero after Subhash. However, this movie had a villain also, and that is the continuous climb.
It was so difficult to ride on this climb. Look how down it is there. Come on. Okay. It's done. Little bit more.
After ascending another turn, the climb exhausted me so thoroughly that I stopped at the very first shed which I saw. There was a fruit and vegetable shop nearby. Just out of curiosity, I went to that shop.
So I was looking for poha and here they call it chivda. में कोई flavor नहीं है ना, नमकीन मीठा फीका है ना ये. I'm thinking to buy one. It is 50 rupees, half kg. Okay, so these are the kind of vegetables which are here. So this is a different kind of chili. You will not find such kind of vegetables anywhere. ये क्या है?
नाकीमा
नाकीमा नाम है, वेजिटेबल है, सब्जी बनती है. इसको क्या बोलते हैं?
गुंदरू.
ये किस काम आता है?
राइस का ना, इसका सूप खाता है, सूप.
इसका सूप बना के खाता है और इसको बॉईल करते हैं, फिर सूप बनता है. ओके, और ये जो है इसको क्या बोलते हैं आप?
इसकुस.
इसकुस.
हाँ.
तो ये कैसे बनता है? काट
आलू को तारा.
आलू के साथ काट के बनाते हैं.
इसको थोड़ा छीलना पड़ेगा.
क्या रेट होता है इसका?
40 रुपए किलो.
ओके, बहुत अच्छा है. ये जो है ये क्या है?
वो इधर का करेला.
ये यहाँ का करेला है. कड़वा होता है ये भी?
कड़वा ना.
फिर करेला बोलते हैं. और ये तो मिर्ची रखी है जो आप इधर है. और ये जो फली है ये किस चीज़ की है?
वो बीन्स.
ये क्या है? ये छोटा छोटा सा
वो बी
क्या है? बी.
हाँ.
इसको बी बोलते हैं. तो ये भी सब्जी बनता है. Thank you.
Kindness always pays back, like it happened here. So this lady offered me 4 banana free of charge, which made me surprised, and I did this.
50 का 12 पीस बिक्री करता.
50 का 12 पीस. तो आप एक काम करो, 12 पीस दे दो 50 का. फिर
इतना.
तो she was giving me bananas without any charge. I said no, I will buy. If you notice, there are different kind of banana here. I have not seen like them.
इतना बुकने में भारी नहीं होता है.
होता है,
हाँ.
पर ले लिया तो कोई बात नहीं. See what a big packet it is.
बहुत ज्यादा ही है.
हाँ, काफी. मुझे 12 से ज्यादा नहीं लग रहे हैं. 3, 6, 9, 3, 12, 14. 2 एक्स्ट्रा दिया आपने.
हाँ, ठीक है, लीजिए.
ओह, थैंक यू. आपका नाम क्या है?
आईटी माया. AIT माया.
हाँ, AITM.
AITE.
हाँ, IT. मेरा नाम अमित है. थैंक यू. अच्छा लगा मिलकर.
When I tried to keep this bunch of banana in my bag, it was not fitting in, but the help was readily available.
So he is helping me to cut with this. हाँ. Okay. एक बार और.
I offered him banana, but he refused, saying this.
ना. एक ले लो. ना. खाना लिया. पक्का. अच्छा. Thank you.
After keeping them inside the bag, I had few and see what I found about them.
So the banana which I am having right now, I found it little sweeter. If you look at this, a different kind of banana it is, and it's little sweeter than the normal one.
Next to this, there was a restaurant. I went there and ordered a plate of veg momos, which I received with the soup and chili chutney. It was nice and spicy. When I was having it, a boy who is working here in Sikkim and is from Bihar was also sitting with me, and we were having meal and talking to each other. After having food, I scanned the QR code and transferred the payment of 60 rupees. To which Dheeraj, who is running this cafeteria, said this payment is already done by Rohit.
रोहित, ऐसे सरप्राइज मत दो भाई. ये क्या कर रहे हो?
बस जाने के लिए था.
नहीं, पेमेंट के लिए बोल रहा हूँ.
नहीं हो गया तो. ना क्या बात.
मैंने भी ट्रांसफर कर दिया. पर नहीं, मत करो आप. इनको दो. नहीं रोहित, मत करो भाई. यार ऐसे सरप्राइज दे रहे हो तुम, मेरे को पता है.
मिलकर अच्छा लगेगा.
अच्छा.
घूम रहे हैं वो भी साइकिल से.
ओह माय गॉड.
खराब हो जाएगा हम लोग.
चलो, थैंक यू भाई. याद रखेंगे आपको. मैं तो चुपचाप आके पेमेंट डाल दी. चलो.
मैं तो बाहर बैठा था, बोल रहा था कितना हुआ ना.
थैंक्स यार, तुमने सरप्राइज दे दिया मेरे को आज.
I put my phone on charging and left my laptop bag in his custody and slept outside on the bench and got around 2:30. I had another cup of tea. I also used the washroom, which was a paid washroom. I supposed to pay 20 rupees to Dheeraj bhai, but he surprised me again by saying this.
एकदम फर्स्ट क्लास आदमी लगा ना हमको.
अच्छा, इसलिए आप पैसे नहीं ले रहे हो. अच्छा, चंडीगढ़. चलो, थैंक यू धीरज भाई.
Dheeraj bhai refused taking the payment, saying that it's from his side. See what kind of first impression of Sikkim I am having. Starting from Sagar, then Vinod, then Rohit, and now Dheeraj, and 8. How can we forget her? Time to start the ride again, and I had few more observations.
This is made in the memory of some girl. You can refill your water bottles and feel fresh after this. There is the public toilet.
So the road kept going up because of the height, but there were some good parts too. The places where I could enjoy the downhill ride without worries. This downhill ride was much safer than the one which I had between Darjeeling and Teesta. It was 3:30 p.m. The sun was very low and it looked like it would set early. While I was riding up a steep road, everyone was looking at me with surprise. They kept telling to me to get down from the bicycle and walk or push, but I did not want to do that. That's when something interesting happened. A man on a motorcycle passed me, went a little ahead about 100 meters, and he kept looking at me when I was putting efforts to make my bicycle to climb on that steep road. When I reached near to him, he offered me to have something.
कुछ खाना पड़ेगा, जरूरी है. Okay, चलिए.
I told him that I was full, but I said yes for a cup of tea.
So I was climbing on this, and this man looking at me stopped and then inviting me for a cup of tea. Let's go.
We sat on a roadside shop. There I learned about Thaipo, THEIPO.
But ये non-veg होगा ना?
Non-veg भी मिलता है, veg भी मिलता है.
ये नॉन वेज है.
ये non-veg है.
तो आपको अगर चाहिए तो आपको एक रूम दिला देंगे. आज मैं भी उधर ही जा रहा हूँ ना. आज मेरा बर्थडे है तो इसलिए मैंने आज बुकिंग किया.
Many happy returns of the day,
Thank
यार.
you.
That's so nice.
इसलिए आपको भी उधर भी इन्वाइट कर रहा हूँ. आ जाइए साथ में enjoy
पार्टी कर सकते हैं. वाह, ये तो मजा आएगा.
तो आ जाइए.
मुझे लग नहीं रहा मैं आज पहुंचूंगा. I'm going very slow.
हाँ, रानीपुल पहुँच जाओगे आप.
हाँ, शायद रानीपुल तक हो जाए. Cheers and happy birthday once again.
थैंक यू. वेलकम सिक्किम.
Thank you, thank you.
This motorcycle rider name was Promit. We shared our phone number. He was going to a place which is 11 km from here and almost 3 to 4 km ahead of Ranipur, the place where I will be staying tonight. Here in Sikkim, you will find these kind of small shops which are named as tourist cafeteria. I also noticed that the temple is not painted in bhagwa and red color. Instead, they use the tiles of those colors here. This part of the city had less traffic but lots of active dogs.
के बीच में नहीं दौड़ना बेटा. गाड़ी आ रही है, एक्सीडेंट हो जाएगा. Go, go, go. Don't come, don't come. मेरा ही एक्सीडेंट हो गया. I was saying to that dog, no, go, 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 don't follow me. I was stuck with this. Can you see that car going? That white color house? That is where I have to reach and cross this mountain. And where I am right now? Here. Standing on this road.
In this area, you can find many shops selling local snacks.
There are stalls selling different kind of eatable items, snacks, etc. Lots of sweating is happening. It's because of the effort I'm putting climbing this kind of climb here.
The sun was about to set. You could see its yellow light in the open fields. This would be the first downhill part on this road so far. At the bottom of this downhill road, I saw something interesting on the right side of the road. So lots of hens and the roosters under a shed. They were all from Indian breed, which surprised me. I wondered what are they here for. So I met this local man who told me this.
So I came to know from sir that 1 kg of this is 650 rupees. So 1 kg कैसे कैलकुलेट किया इन्होंने? तोल के देखा तो उसमें तो पंख भी होंगे, वेस्ट भी होगा, वो भी इंक्लूडेड है. एक मुर्गा कितने किलो का है?
2 किलो का है, 1.5 किलो का है.
अच्छा, तो मतलब 1000 रुपये में आसपास पड़ रहा है.
800 रुपये केजी में आ रहा है.
हाँ हाँ
पूरा इसके.
Thank you.
I stopped at another turn while going up. I thought to eat some banana. This is the time when I see a car parked on the side of this narrow road, bothering many traffics with its dipper on. I was confused, thinking why would someone park the car like this? Is that car damaged or broken? But then something surprising happened. The car started coming backward towards me. That's when I started recording a video. The car came closer to me. A man got down from it. He said that he read that return Chandigarh to Australia on my bicycle. So he waited for me standing ahead. But since I stopped here and started having banana, so they had to make his vehicle reverse to reach to me. His name is Siddharth and he lives in Gangtok. He has come from Canada and he's here on holiday. He offered me to come and stay at his home there in Gangtok. So we exchanged our Instagram ID so that we can connect when I reach there because he was not having an Indian number.
Definitely.
Alright,
Okay.
take care.
See ya.
Ride safe, alright?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Siddharth.
Yeah.
Bye.
I was amazed at these wonderful people meeting on this route. It's really making me love Sikkim. But by now it was dark and vehicles had their lights on.
This place name is 9th Mile.
Even the army post was doing the evening retreat.
This is the chowki of Shastra Sima Bal. Rashtragan is happening. Let's listen. तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाएं तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे. Can you hear the sound? Vishram. Okay, let's continue. This place name is Marchak, M-A-R-C-H-A-K. The signboard, Gangtok is 11 km from Ranipur and Nathula Pass on the same road will be 64. And this is the entry for Ranipur.
I checked Google Map and found a petrol pump just 350 meters away. When I went there and I asked if I could stay there, they said yes right away.
आप पंप की तरफ से हैं सर? पंप की तरफ से हैं?
हाँ पंप.
मैं जैसे पूरा इंडिया साइकिल पे घूम रहा हूँ और अभी रात हो गया है, यहाँ पहुँचा हूँ, तो मैं आपके यहाँ पे टेंट लगा के रुक सकता हूँ? मेरे पास
बड़ी जगह है यहाँ, आप
यहाँ पे लगा लूँ, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है?
कोई.
अरे वाह, थैंक यू सो मच. मैं तो सोच रहा था पता नहीं कितनी मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. आपका शुभ नाम से?
मेरा हरी शर्मा.
अमित त्यागी. अच्छा लगा सर, थैंक यू सो मच. आपने
The similar thing happened yesterday also.
That is the charging point and I'll sit here and work on next video. This is Indian oil pump. I get fresh and change my clothes. These are very much wet right now. Let me have something dry. And it's not very cold here. It's a normal kind of a temperature which I can feel.
So it was not very late. The locals were coming back from office or work. There were many expensive looking restaurants in this market. I was hungry. I went to a local restaurant and I had a plate of chow mein and paid 120 rupees for that. Before pitching my tent, I decided to wait for the crowd at the pump to get smaller, and this is how my day ended. Sikkim has been like a box of full of surprises. The things which were happening here were special. One thing I now strongly believe, people all over India are the best. They are really very kind and helpful. My expenses of the day were rupees 75 for a packet of bread and milk, rupees 50 for banana, rupees 50 for poha or chivda in local language, rupees 60 for that plate of noodle, rupees 50 for 5 packets of Parle-G biscuit. I also had momos at that cafeteria, but the payment was made by Rohit, and I also had a cup of tea, but the payment was not being taken by Dheeraj Bhai. So technically I have spent 180 rupee today, 60 rupee for the noodles and 120 rupee for the chow mein. I am still having those banana, milk and bread with me, so I will count it into my expenses when I will be consuming them. I have ride my bicycle around 27 km, average speed was 48 km per hour. I climbed a height of 1249 meters from the Rangpur to Ranipur. That's all for now. If you like this kind of a story of mine, then subscribe to the channel World Wanderer Cycling on a Budget. The journey between Teesta and Rangpur was really nice and challenging. I had to climb while riding next to Teesta river. So that was a very heartfelt kind of a goodbye to West Bengal before crossing the border to Sikkim. That's a very emotional episode which I have made. I'm giving you the link here, this side, and those who have supported me on my journey, their names are given here. Please read them and say them thank you on my behalf. That's all for now. Take care of yourself. We will meet soon tomorrow with a new story of a new day from Sikkim.